Atomos Ninja V is an external recording monitor that unlocks some of the advanced capabilities of the Nikon Z6, including 10-bit recording, N-Log, and in the near future, 12-bit ProRes RAW. If you've used the Atomos before, you'll find the interface of the Ninja V to be relatively familiar. But if this is your first time, you're sure to fall in love with the capabilities of this little device. The Ninja comes with base accessories to get you started. This includes the recorder, an AC power adapter with international plug options, a battery eliminator, which converts the battery slot for connecting AC power, an HDMI cord, and a master caddy. What you will need to purchase separately is a battery or multiple batteries, a 2.5-inch solid-state drive, and a docking station. Though there are many different batteries to choose from, for best performance, Atomos recommends their NPF series batteries. As for solid-state drives, it's best to visit atomos.com to see the most current list of supported media. Let's power up the device and get acquainted with the menus and features. At the top of the screen, you'll find the info bar, which tells you your settings information. You can tap on these settings to bring up the menus to change them, but more on this in a little bit. The icons on the bottom are for monitoring, recording, and playback. You can use the record button here, but we'll set up the record button on your Z6 to trigger the Atomos to start and stop recording. You also have a playback icon to review your content, a monitor icon to toggle different display options and activate different monitoring tools like the waveform monitor, vector scope, zebra stripes, false color, and more. Check the Ninja V user manual for a complete list and explanation of these options. Finally, you'll notice a settings icon over at the bottom right. Tap this if you want to make adjustments to the monitoring tools and how they are displayed. Depending on your preference, there are a variety of ways you can mount the Ninja V for your video shoot. Unless you're mounting it to the Moza Air 2, you may find it useful to mount it on the hot shoe of the camera. If you choose to do this, make sure to get a quality hot shoe mount that can support the weight of the Ninja V and take extra caution when mounting to avoid damage to the hot shoe. Now, just insert the coiled full-to-mini HDMI cable into the Ninja V and the Z6. To access the port on the Z6, just peel the rubber cover up on the side of the camera. And there it is. To set up the Z6 so that it will output to the Atomos, you'll need to access the HDMI settings. So press the menu button, then tap the wrench icon. This is the setup menu, and tap HDMI. Next, set the output resolution to auto. You can tap the screen or press OK to confirm. Then, tap HDMI again. Tap Advanced, and here we have a few settings to adjust. Set the output range. Auto is recommended in most situations. External recording control should be turned on so that the Ninja V can remotely start and stop recording when you press the record button on the camera. Output data depth can be set to either 8-bit or 10-bit. 10-bit records over 1 billion colors, whereas 8-bit records roughly 16 million. So 10-bit will give you smoother gradations in your videos, but of course the files will be larger. Next, we have N-Log. This is only available when shooting in 10-bit. Turn this on if you want to color grade your videos in post-production. N-Log preserves details in highlights and shadows and avoids oversaturating colors when recording. If you don't plan on color grading later, then turn this off. Finally, View Assist, which is only available when N-Log is turned on. Use this to see a preview of the video footage on the camera monitor so that you can get a more natural-looking representation of the colors. This will have no effect on the N-Log footage being recorded to the Ninja V, and the colors in the preview will differ from those of the final movie. Let's move on to the Ninja V. First thing you have to do is select the source input and choose HDMI. Next, in the same menu, is the trigger input, which should also be set to HDMI. You can just tap the switch right here. That will allow the camera's record button to start and stop recording on the Ninja. If you're shooting in N-Log, turn the camera output selection on and go through the selections until you see Nikon. If you're not using N-Log, just keep the setting off. So those are your input settings. Next, skip to the Record tab. Here you'll choose the codec format you'd like to use. Select the ProRes codec and choose the amount of compression that best suits your needs. There's 422, HQ, and LT. You'll notice the hard drive space remaining for each selection. In the File tab, you can customize the naming of your files, including the scene number, shot number, and take number. This is really useful to stay organized for post-production editing. Those are your basic settings. Now just press record on the camera. For more detailed instructions for using all the features of the Atomos Ninja V, please visit atomos.com. Now, what if you want to use the Ninja V with the Moza Air 2? Attaching these two components is fairly straightforward. You'll need the Moza Magic articulating arm and the 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch screw adapter, which you'll find in the Moza box. Locate the 3/8 inch extension port on the Moza and insert the screw adapter. Then attach the arm. Finally, attach the Ninja V. You can make adjustments to the arm position by loosening the hinges, adjusting, and tightening the hinges again. Attaching the Ninja V will not interfere with the balance of the gimbal. However, the HDMI cable will. So if you plan to use the Ninja V on the Moza, make sure to connect it before balancing.